We're all set to bring you NBA action. I'm Kevin Harlan. We've got Steve Smith and Greg Anthony alongside. And our sideline reporter tonight, David Aldridge. It's a single game return to Dallas as the Mavericks look for a boost from their hometown crowd. Pass to Murray. Back to Towns. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Collins with some nice D. Doncic with it. It's Brown on the wing. The three-pointer off the mark. And Murray's got the ball here for the Heat.
This Heat team does just about everything well. They're one of the top teams in the league on offense and on defense. They can win games. At either end of the floor.
Beautiful reverse jam right there.
Use the rim to protect the ball, I think. And Dallas calls their first time out of the game. Mavericks making a switch here. And so it's Dallas with it. And Miami, Smitty, really has succeeded in putting together a complete ball club. I mean, from top to bottom, with all the parts needed.
I totally agree, Kevin. That was their goal. Build a team that doesn't rely on any one strength. On nights when they're not shooting it well, their defense can pick up the slack.
Heat moving the ball around. Right side, Levine. Pass to Embiid. And here is Murray. Just 4 to shoot.
Defensively, it's hard to account for everything. They gambled off him, and it worked.
Brown outside. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. To the middle. Here's Embiid. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Wiggins drives in. It's hauled in by Thibault.
Oh, my God. They can't buy one. 0 for 4. Sometimes this happens.
Good, and the assist goes to Murray.
I mean, that's a nice find by Murray. He has the height to see the floor, and his awareness continues to grow.
The kick out to Brown. And they double up Brown. Lopez outside. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
And you like to keep the big fella involved offensively, especially around the rim. Like that, Robin with a nice move.
Now here's Murray. And right now he's averaging about 7 points a game.
My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it.
One of the stories of the 21-22 season was the breakout success of DeJounte Murray.
Greg, he improved his stats in essentially every category, averaging over 20 points, 9 assists, and 8 rebounds, while earning his first All-Star appearance.
And you see Big Cat has the size and coordination. Hard to bump him out of his rhythm.
Tipped away. The dive for the ball. And that'll be Dallas as it goes out of bounds. Mavericks retain possession. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Pass to Brown. 5 on the clock. Out to Doncic. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And Embiid has got the ball here for the Miami Heat. Murray outside. And it goes down 2 points.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
And Jaylen Brown is such a force on the offensive end. Hard to keep that guy out of the paint. Terrific finisher at the rim.
Taking 2 shots.
And maybe the only weakness for Brown is his handle on the ball.
And it's something that he's worked on every offseason. Still, though, susceptible to turnovers while dribbling. That's one of the very few weaknesses in his game.
Embiid the screen. And Murray. Here we go. Pass to Embiid. Inside. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Embiid's got 6.
And hit on the way up. Embiid's strong physically, but also mentally able to keep his focus.
Here's Weissman. It's not going to go for him. And the Heat going the other way now. And while we've got a moment, I'd send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Yes, Kevin, I caught up with Jason Kidd just a few minutes ago. He's confident in their ability to win the battle of the low post. That's where he'd like to see most of the action take place. Kevin, I think we can expect them to pound the ball down low every chance they get. Let their big men go to work.
Okay, David, much appreciated. Now Levine. After James Wiseman's three-pointer that didn't go. Towns with the steal. Embiid trying to break loose. And that one's good. Towns. Towns has got his second basket of the game. Higgins outside. And there's the drive. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
First personal foul.
The Mavericks, GA, have been trying to tighten up their defense the past few seasons, and it's beginning to show.
And we're seeing signs that the players are getting the message, and they're spending more energy at that end of the floor, and that's essential for any elite team.
Now, here's Thibault. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. For 3, Levine. Offensive rebound, Heat. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Towns. Out of bounds. Dallas takes possession. And here is Doncic. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
A generational talent. Doncic able to carry a team and make others around him better.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. And so it's Miami. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of
17.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Heat.
Establishing a paint presence early in the game, it really helps and pays big dividends down the line because it frees up your perimeter.
And another thing coach will be thrilled with, the assist numbers, spreading the wealth and creating some offensive opportunities.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
I'll tell you, DeJounte Murray puts a lot of pressure on your defense, whether it's in half court or in transition.
And here we go.
Now, how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that
A
dunk?
nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Knocked away. And stolen by Murray. Here's Embiid. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Embiid's got 8 points. And in the last decade, defenses switching on screens has increased dramatically. Is this the new normal, you think?
Kevin, I think so. I think teams that switch well tend to defend well, because switching can create mismatches, but it's harder to punish those now with all the help defense.
And the first time out of the game called for the Heat. You know, Smitty, what's incredible about Miami's D, they don't need to block a ton of shots to protect the rim.
Kevin, it's all about awareness, communication, and positioning. Whether they're in zone or man, they stay completely connected almost every possession.
Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Shot clock at 5. The kick out to Towns. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. 7 points in the game.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And DeJounte Murray gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. Pass to Wiggins. That's tipped. And stolen by Thibault. Wide open look here for Murray. And a miss there on the triple.
His inability to make shots has not brought this team down. That shows you their resourcefulness.
And it's Wiggins missing. Now the Heat with it. They're rolling here with a 9-point run. And Levine, here we go. An easy 2 points on the layup. Levine's got his second bucket.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Wiggins outside. And the rejection by Towns.
And when it's his focus, Towns is a very good shot blocker, both on ball and
Don't hit me right now, don't hit me right now, don't hit me right now, yeah. Don't hit me right now, don't hit me right now, don't hit me right now, no. Don't hit me right now, don't hit me right now, don't hit me right now, yeah. Don't hit me right now, don't hit me right now, don't hit me right now.
Last year I made $7 million, didn't have to do a single show. Should I tool my up at Coca-Cola for the check that cut me at the Super Bowl? On my life moments, it's a Super Bowl. Dr. Dre, he got a Super Bowl. Last night I was texting Jack Dorsey, that's the perks you get for being super dope. This is real life.
I'm Brian Anderson, alongside Grant Hill, Steve Smith, and Allie LaForce.
Based on their first meeting, we know they can beat these guys. The question is, can they sweep the season series?
It won't be easy, but you know they are going to give their best effort to make sure that takes place.
Now here's Doncic. And we're in for a fast-paced game today, it seems. These teams like to get out on the break and run as much as possible, Greg.
Hey, B.A., get your popcorn. There'll be a lot of speed out there, almost a track meet. Believe that. Yeah, you see each side has a great deal of speed. Both teams will be looking to play to their strength and get easy buckets in transition. Hey, you can't block it. Sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
That one's off. He hits the second from the line.
You know, there was a time years ago when the Mavericks were one of the NBA's shakiest teams. Now they're one of its proudest franchises.
Timeout called, the Heat. And it's Miami's ball. And you can attribute the Mavs' rise to stable ownership and some very savvy front office moves.
Yeah, so true, B.A. They've made some great decisions in the draft, for sure. They've been able to find cornerstone players and build solid rosters around them.
Doncic outside. Pass to Brown. To the wing, right side. Doncic outside. Off the mark there with a three. And now just over a minute played here in the first. The drive by Murray. And it's Murray finishing it off.
I like this from Murray. This is what the team needs from him. He's a catalyst.
Oh, stolen by Embiid. Pass to Towns. From behind the arc. Lopez with the steal. Back to Wiseman. Count the bucket. Coming off a perfectly placed pass.
And making the extra pass. Wiggins' teammates appreciate his willingness to get it to them when they're uncovered.
Now here's Levine. His offense has been solid, scoring around 11.5 points a game.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores. Decent look from mid-range, but there may have been a better option for them in that set.
Emphatic slam by Embiid. Not afraid to get physical with the defense.
Now here's Doncic. A dependable player on offense, giving them over 13 a game.
And last season's scoring champion, Joel Embiid, the first center to lead the league in scoring since Big Shaq way back in the 2000 season.
And it's Murray finishing it off.
You see it right there. One of Murray's biggest advantage is his lift off the floor.
And the shot's good by Wiggins.
You just love how reliable he is. Night in and night out, his offense is there.
and Joel Embiid. Last season, the first center to average over 30 a game since Moses Malone did it back in 1982, Grant.
Oh, B.A., talk about historic company. And how about this? Also the first ever international player to lead the NBA in scoring, too. I mean, he won't be the last with the way things are. And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
And the dunk by LaVine.
Electric at the rim. Every time Zach LaVine rises up, you expect fireworks.
Wiggins for three. Rebound by the Heat. Here's LaVine. And LaVine throws it down.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
And that takes skill and the ability to make adjustments as you're going up.
Now here's Murray. He's been productive, averaging just over 7 points a game. Pass to Embiid. Outside for LaVine. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
You know Zach LaVine's never averaged fewer than double-digit points in his career, but he didn't get picked for the All-Star team until his 7th season.
You know, one area where LaVine improved in his first All-Star season was efficiency, Smitty.
You're correct. The scoring totals were always impressive, but his effective shooting percentage took a big jump up. Zach's playing the smartest basketball of his career.
The Heat on offense. They're on a 14-4 run. To the paint. And LaVine throws it down.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
Play calling has been fantastic. They've been a step ahead of the defense since the opening tip. I mean, all period, it's been a struggle for him scoring the ball.
Here's Caruso. And the layup is good.
The offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
This is my type of approach. Get some high percentage looks. Then later, you can play inside out.
Outside LaVine. There's 39 seconds left to the first. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more. The line. That sends Zach LaVine to the free throw line. Jaylen Brown picks one up. Well, Grant, one thing LaVine has done since entering the league, he's taken his strength training very seriously.
No question. I mean, he can play a much more physical brand of ball now. We even see him post up with his back to the basket, converting through contact. It's just part of his overall evolution.
Now here's Wiseman. Out to the right wing. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. Boy, this could snowball if they continue to put up points.
I can't say enough about their performance.
Pass to Towns. Back to Embiid. No one near him. And it's Wiseman with the rebound.
Missed opportunity, wide open from mid-range. He would love to get that one back.
Zach LaVine, he's been the guy making things happen for Miami. His fingerprints were all over. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And quite a position here for the Heat to be in. What do you guys think?
Well, it looks like hitting the boards hard was an emphasis of their attack. They knew how valuable it was to do so.
And they have the guys to do it. Play to your strengths, and they can make up for some of your weaknesses.
Pass to Murray. Now Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
I mean, that's a nice find by Murray. He has the height to see the floor, and his awareness continues to grow.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thanks, BA. Well, Joel Embiid drawing comparisons to some legendary big men. He said, quote, "I want to be mentioned as one of the greats. That's my goal. And obviously being a Hall of Famer. But you've got to take step by step, one day at a time. It's going to take a lot of work, and I'm willing to put it in, guys."
He's well on his way, Allie. Thanks.
And Lopez doing whatever he can to get himself to the line.
And legacies are defined in the playoffs. Game to game, what's the measure of greatness for a star player in your mind, Grant?
Well, BA, I think it's all about consistency. The great ones in this league historically bring it every night. They may have a bad game here or there, but for the most part, the energy, the effort,